Assalamu alaikum students. As we are discussing chapter number 13 biochemistry, and our next biomolecule is lipids. First see the definition. What are lipids? Lipids are macromolecules made up of fatty acids. Macromolecules means the large size molecules which are made of fatty acids or the carboxylic acids. Lipids includes oils and fats. Now, what are oils and fats? Oils and fats are esters of long chain of carboxylic acids or fatty acids with glycerols. Glycerols are alcohol. Now the esters. What are esters? Esters, they are made up of 3 fatty acids. So these are called as the triglycerides. Tri means 3 glycerides. The general formula for the glycerides is H2CO, C double bond O R. This is one fatty acid. Then HCO, C double bond O, then R. After the removal of one hydrogen from this CH2 group, this will form a bond with this carbon and with this carbon. So the third molecule is H2CO, C double bond O and R. So in this way the 3 fatty acids are present. So this is known as the triglyceride. Here the formula of the ester is there, remember. The functional group are COOR. As we say that in lipids oils and fats are present. So first see the difference between oils and fats. What are oils? Oils, they are present in liquid form at room temperature, and fats, they exist in solid form at the room temperature. Oils are the triglycerides of unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated means having double or the triple bond between the carbon atoms. And fats are the triglycerides of saturated fatty acids, means having the carbon-carbon single bond in them. As we have defined lipids as, the lipids are the macromolecules of fatty acids. So first see what are fatty acids. Fatty acids are the building block of lipids. They are long chain saturated and unsaturated carboxylic acids. Examples of fatty acids are palmitic acid and stearic acid. Palmitic acid C15H31COOH and stearic acid C17H35COOH. Now the carboxylic acids, when they will combine with glycerols, they will form esters. Carboxylic acids or fatty acids, they will combine with glycerols or alcohols. They form what? Esters. But in the presence of the mineral acids like hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and esters are what? Oils and fats. Now the sources and uses of lipids. Before discussing the sources and uses, first we will see the properties of the lipids. What are lipids? They are high energy foods, means they provide the instant energy. They are the source of vitamin A, D and E. Lipids are used to build brain cells, nerve cells and cell membrane. They are insoluble in water and soluble in organic solvents. Lipids or fats which are present in our body, they insulate our body. So why? They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Now here the sources and uses of the lipids. Fats and oils are synthesized naturally by plants, animals and marine organisms. So animal fats, they are found in adipose tissue cells. Which are the adipose tissue cells? These are the milk secreting cells within the animals. So animals, they secrete milk. From that milk what is formed? Butter and ghee, and that butter and ghee is used for cooking, frying, bakery products and for the sweets. Animal fats, they are also used in soap industry for making soap. Plants also synthesize oil and store them in seeds as sunflower oil, coconut oil, groundnut oil, corn oil. These oils are used as vegetable oils or ghee for cooking and for other purposes. Marine animals means the animals which are present in sea or water. For example, salmon and whales. They are also the source of the oils, and that oil is used as the medicines, and the best known medicine which is obtained from the marine animals, that is the cod liver oil, which is very much rich in vitamin D. Okay, students, there are a few informations on your book, page number 107 of chapter number 13. That is, the first one is the hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Now first understand what is hydrogenation. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. Vegetable oil means the oil which is obtained from the plant source. Vegetable oil, it is a triester of glycerol and fatty acids of unsaturated long chains. As I've told you, hydrogenation is addition of hydrogen. So within the vegetable oil, when hydrogen is added in the presence of a catalyst, nickel, at 250 to 300 degrees centigrade temperature, it is converted into vegetable ghee. Vegetable oil, it is unsaturated triester, and vegetable ghee, it is saturated triester. Okay, the next information is about margarine. First, understand what is margarine. Margarine is a type of butter, but that is obtained from the vegetable oil or the plant oils. When hydrogen is passed through the vegetable oil in the presence of catalysts which speed up the chemical reaction at 200 degrees centigrade, what will form? Margarine. More hydrogen passed through the vegetable oil, the more solid margarine will form. Next is the rancid butter. What is the rancid butter? When the butter got a foul smell because of the formation of the butanoic acid, that is called as the rancid butter, and the process is known as rancidity. But what happens when these esters of the butanoic acids, they have some fruity smell? How the esters form? When the carboxylic acids, they reacts with alcohols. So butanoic acid, when it reacts with alcohol, it forms esters of the fruity smell. Methyl butanoate, it gives the smells like apples. Ethyl butanate gives the smells like pineapple.